Alright, welcome back to Monkey Feet, the simulator, everybody. I'm your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and I'm gonna turn some stuff into this monkey lady because she's got this quest, this giant community quest, where we all contribute an ass load of pelts.
For no reason at all.
It gives you, like, some faction rewards and some other stuff, but there's certainly not a reason to do too much of it. Because one time when you could donate, I think it was bones, I donated over, like, 2,000 bones that I had built up in my chest, and they just gave me, like, a shitload of all of the same reward, and I had to throw a bunch of it away, because they're like, you donated more than the bare minimum? What the fuck is wrong with you, Larry? So yeah, welcome back to Skysaga, everybody. The game about doors that slap into my face. Let's see here. I guess I have room for more questage. Defeat 20 enemies with a friend. Sly, you're still considered a friendship, right?
Maybe.
I mean, if I grease your palms with enough sheep's blood, you are, definitely, right? Yeah?
Oh, of course.
Excellent. Remember, if you can't make friends, just buy them. I think those are called prostitutes, but it's fine. It's fine. What does this mean it's time locked?
Oh, you're looking at the embers?
Yeah.
You have to wait like the number of hours it says there until you can unlock them. It's really stupid.
It doesn't really say?
It's like mine have 2 hours on it, so. But I recall having one that had a full week.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, yeah, that is 2 hours. That is stupid. Okay, that's... I don't know what the point of that is. That is not what is going to get me to come back to playing this game. Alright? People that make this, that's not a thing. So anyway, let's go back to the base. And I got some renovations to do. I'm gonna make me a kitchen. Because it's not really important now, but eventually I'm gonna start getting my ass kicked a lot. And the only way to properly regenerate flesh is by consuming the flesh of another creature. So I'm gonna make a kitchen that allows me to do that a little bit easier. Here in my slightly renovated home that I don't remember fucking up the only tree that I had, but I guess I did. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. You can just kind of you can just kind of glue trees together. That's how nature works. Don't even question it, people in the audience.
Yeah, you don't even have to glue them. You just have to spit a bit on them. And then they stick together.
Just throw in like a little bit of gum and you'll be fine. So I'm gonna make me a food and drink stove. And that is now in my inventory for me to place somewhere. So let me go do that. I'm gonna make this other little nook back here, my murder cookery. And then I can use this to make pretty much any meat into like an edible cooked meat. And then I guess as you kind of level stuff up, you get, well, better meat. There's really not a lot to that. Was that really it? I was actually thinking that might have been more of something that I could talk about, but it turns out no. I gotta get cooler stuff to make that.
Just plain old meat.
Alright, well, what else do I want to build? I can make a new giant war maul, Heroic Forest Warhammer, of which I have plenty of these badge things, these forest essence to make. But I'm gonna need to build some wooden rods, some iron rods, and some steel weights. So let me go get all my metal out of my inventory over here. After I
just unlocked the forest mace if you want that. So I don't think I'll use it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the giant, like, war smacker.
I think this is a one-hander.
Oh, I'll just use it. I need a two-hander, that's as good as any. I think before I was using a giant war axe or something.
I have memories of that, yeah.
So we'll go with a giant hit stick this time. Seems perfectly reasonable, and not at all homicidal. Don't any of you question it. That might get you swapped in the booty. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Let's see, where did I keep everything? It was in one of these chests somewhere, probably. Bunch of spare weapons I should dismantle as well. So I need some iron rods and some weights. So here's my steel weights. You know, I actually might have most of the materials I need to make this already. Let's see, I've got this. I've got the weights. I need 2. I got this. Now I need the pelts that I gave away. I bet I have more, though. God knows I'm a pack rat, so there's always that. Would you like one, Sly?
Push comes to shove, I can give you some stuff. But no, I'm good for weapons.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I'll just grab these moon pelts. One thing I do recall is that a lot of this stuff, it has like different colored materials. Like you can see this one's an ash steel. That's a different type of metal. The basic type of metal is just like this. I've got ash iron and it's just like regular iron. So it depends on what type of material that you use, and it gives the weapon different properties. So I need to make... Actually, I think I have everything at this point. Let's see. No, that was ash iron rods. I need to make wooden rods. Okay. Well, this is the lumberjackaroo station, so let's make some wooden rods. Those just require a bunch of logs. Let's just make like 12 of them. So as this thing creates me some wood, it'll just kind of spit it out at me. Or if I back up far enough, it'll just hold it in an invisible inventory kind of above its head. And then I can walk up and it'll give it to me as I get into close proximity. So, I don't necessarily like in this game how you kind of have to run around to 50 different stations to get all your stuff together. But on the plus side, at least you can kind of automate a little bit of the stuff going on. So while that's happening, let's craft us a big slappy jig. Put in these heroic badges or essences. They used to be badges. And this is going to take a whole 20 seconds before I can get my new slam jammin' mace and swap people. I can also go in here and I can make some armor. Although I'm pretty much fine on the armor that I have for forest adventures, so I might as well just wait until we go into like deserts or like snow biomes, I suspect.
Yes, it looks like after you turn in that quest, Peregrine gives you one for the ice biome and one for the desert biome.
That's cool. So I'm gonna dismantle some of these gray weapons that I got on our little adventure, because they don't really serve a purpose. The green ones are clearly better in just about every way. And I suppose I should start trying to sort all the metal components into their own chests so that I can actually find shit. That might be a good idea. That'll be metal, and then we'll put, like, cloth and leather-related goods in here, maybe? Yeah, that'll probably work. Put all the steel chunks and stuff together in here. And then everything else will just go in the shit bin. Which is going to be at the end. This is the shit bin. Wunderbar. Oh, actually, I have some new armor that I need to look at, too. I'll finish sorting that later. So, what was the thing to open up my character's inventory? Was it P? Okay.
P for profile.
Alright, I would have said C for character, but I guess I was a crazy person.
C is for chronicle, because they're crazy people.
Yeah, and that's like your archive of shit. Oh, so this is like really light armor for my chest? No, it's like, oh, that's a headpiece, and that is the best thing ever. Oh, Sly, just you wait till you see what I've got. Oh boy, that is the best.
Can't wait.
Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be great. The rest of this is hat. So I'm going to put that in the shit bin. Everything else is going in the shit except the mace. The mace stay here, buddy. keep you safe. No one will take you from me. Alright. There we go. Now I got myself a new fancy swapping hammer. Alright, that's not bad. So that's the first little ditty out of the way. And it looks like I've got some notifications in my photo selfie box? Not sure why. I should delete some of these shitty pictures, though. Some of them are pretty shitty.
No, Larry. Don't go showing your selfies to the viewers.
I mean, you know they like it. Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful picture right there. I'm keeping that bad boy. Oh, Sly, just you wait. So let's see. Next adventure that we need to go on is the Treasure Hunter. Or, I mean, yes, it's undulating, it's pulsing, so I'm guessing that's the one we need to go on. It requires a heart of fire and some forest knobbery to go in there. So let's go get ourselves stabbed, shall we? Sly, I'm presuming that you'll probably just follow me inward as we finish up. I think, is this the last quest for the forest stuff?
I'm actually like trying to sort out through my gear because everything just broke. But do go on.
Okay. Well, you'll have to see my awesome hat next episode. Because it's pretty fucking sweet, Sly. You won't even recognize me. Alright, so...
I am trembling in anticipation.
Oh yeah, it's like... Did you ever see the Master of Disguise movie?
I don't think so.
Well, consider yourself lucky, because it was dumb. But it was all about really shitty disguises. So anyway, Peregrine Wayfinder, good news! Agnes has recommended you for latrine duty yet, or hasn't recommended you for latrine duty yet. Knowing her, that's a very promising sign. She is investigating a mysterious structure nearby. Please assist in any way you can. Why would you even have a latrine in a sky city? Just poop over the edge. It floats around. It'll disappear after a while. Okay, so... we need to explore the mysterious structure. And I guess just wander about finding things like this house, which is probably surrounded by banditos. I'm gonna swap them so fucking good. Defeat 5 crazed banditos. Well, it's your unlucky day, Timmy. I'm gonna swap you and break your arm and leg and stuff. Yes. How can I swap?
Oh, no, please, Uncle Larry, please, spare me.
Nope. Time to take you down to Uncle Larry's naked swapping basement, where you won't wear a shirt and your ankles will break. I miss Patton Oswalt out on tour. Let's just put it that way. He's my favorite comedian, and hopefully he gets back into it soon, even though his wife died, because, man, I thought he was hilarious. He's also the guy that voiced the rat from Ratatouille, for anybody who's a little bit confused who I'm referring to. He's a comedian, an actor, and also an author, a massive nerd. Just the biggest fucking nerd on the planet. Unfortunately, he lost his wife recently, or earlier this year. It's not really so recent anymore. But, I mean, for him, it's probably not, it still feels recent, because he's got to raise his daughter alone. She died suddenly of, like, a brain aneurysm, but one of his favorite sketches, or famous sketches, is talking about, like, Halloween and how it used to be awesome. His friends would, like, go get, like, high and drink and, like, scare the kids. But now they all recognize him as, like, the guy from Ratatouille, so he's afraid that if he gets drunk or high, and he answers the door like that, like, and sees someone in the Ratatouille costume, he's gonna be like, "You're inside of me right now. Did you know that? You're walking the night in my skin." And that's very well-meaning, which is, like, one step away from, does this cloth smell like chloroform to you? Okay, so there's some...
Disclaimer, it totally does.
Yeah. So, Sly, there's some straight-up magic bullshit going on, and I'm excited.
Is it gonna show you the world?
I can show you the world. Agnes Black and she's scary. That's her last name, not her skin color. Don't make it a racial thing. I'll be weird, internet. Alright, lady, what do you got for me? I haven't searched the lower levels yet. Go on ahead, but don't get into too much trouble. Yeah, don't cover the fact that there's a giant floating glowing cube that might eat my soul. By no means should you reveal any information about that.
Slide to the rescue! Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh god, my ankles! Are you spawning in, Sly?
Super ankles. Yeah, it's loading screen.
Okay. I will be horsing around the periphery looking for... I like how there's just regular medieval keeps and stuff, and there's like this Atlantean shit in the middle of the map. No one seems perturbed about that fact. Oh yeah, it's always been there. I went in there once and lost one of my nipples when a magical golem tried to bite it off. Well, it didn't really try, he succeeded. So it's in there somewhere. I miss it. Old Lefty will be missed.
And then suddenly you get a new quest.
Find Peregrine's lost nipple. It's the best.
I can totally see that up.
Oh yeah. What else has been going on in the news? Oh yeah, so Steam is having their game awards for the end of the year, Sly.
Oh yeah, I saw that, dude.
Ouch.
They stuck their on little sale as well.
Oh yeah, I suppose they're having like their Thanksgiving sale right now too. Before I had over like almost 1,000 games that I was in my library from playing and reviewing all of them. That was a much bigger deal to me. Now I really don't care as much. Just first world YouTuber problems. Come here, you bastards.
Oh, I have too many games to play.
If only I wasn't so, like, engaged and entertained at all times of the day and week. Oh no, it's terrible. I don't know what boredom feels like anymore. I don't know what it's like to feel. Anywho, let me try going back down into the murder pit again without breaking my face. Which would probably be great. Oh, look at you, Explorer Renegade. Congrats, Sly.
Yep, I got it from you murdering these hobos.
Yay, hobo murder. So, Steam has basically got it so that you can nominate games and vote on them through the platform, which is kind of cool. At the same time, I hope that it is rife with a certain type of abuse, which is quite simply, I hope that Digital Homicide gets a little bit of love, by which I mean a new layer of hate, and I hope they get nominated for the Turd of the Year award.
Didn't they literally ban every single game in Steam?
So, Digital Homicide, if anyone doesn't remember them, Digital Homicide was the group of developers that put, like, knowing bullshit and garbage into Steam Early Access to try to make a quick buck all the time. And then instead of just knuckling down to pay better people to make a better game, they just attacked people who were honestly reviewing their games, which is what you want to happen to make the market worth a shit. And then they decided to subpoena Steam for access to people's information, and Steam's like, I'm sorry, you're doing what? No, that's not how this works. You're gone. Goodbye. You're never coming back. This looks important. I'm gonna break it.
The only thing I never really understood is that they tried to sell their games, but they were giving them away like thousands at a time.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try to, like, garner a bunch of fan support with lies and free copies of a bad game. But I mean, so while they're technically gone from the store, I feel like everybody, like, the way that Steam usually does this is everybody who had the game, like, they're not gonna take it away from you because the developers got banned. They're just gonna make it so that no one else can fall victim to it in the future. So, like, I feel like you could still nominate them for, like, Turd of the Year, and they literally have been trying to sue everybody to the point where they don't have enough money left to scrape 2, like, litigation pennies together, so I think you could probably get away with it pretty easily. Which is the best kind, the technical trolling. I played some of their games, and they were garbage. I just tried to stay away from some of them for YouTube coverage because when they're attacking people left and right and getting YouTube copyright strikes against people left and right, it tends just not to be all that worthwhile, you know?
Yeah, I think the safest bet is staying away.
That said, you know, I've said my controversial pieces about some of the crap on there, and sometimes just being a smaller YouTuber, from my own personal channel, that is, makes it a little easier to scrape under the radar. That will not always be something I can say, though, as I continue to grow both here and at my own channel, but hey, you gotta take it while you can, right? Oh, King Mojo Jojo's down here.
Did you just jump down in the cathedral kind of place?
So basically you go downstairs and then there's a dual layer area. You walk down the stairs and you gotta go up a ladder, and it's really weird and zigzaggy.
No, because I've been falling down the hole and I died twice.
Oh, yeah, I just had to carefully do that. I'll just kill the boss, because he'll respawn for you. I like how they kind of made this scale a little bit more reasonably from the last, alpha. Because before, you went into a boss room, and you had to carefully kite that motherfucker around, or he'd beat your ass to death. Him and his friends. Ooh! Unidentified artifact! Ooh!
Bet you, fancy boy.
It's an epic, Sly. It's purple. And there's weird magic coming out of the chest that I just stuck my willy into. Oh, that's neat. Alright, they're stepping the game up a little bit. So I guess I take this back to the lady. And she gives me bacon. It looks a little like a treasure, Amber, but has a sinister aura that sends chills down your spine. It also tells you that in order to join the rest of the people in Valhalla, all you have to do is kill your parents. I feel like the voices that used to be in my head promised the same thing. I feel like that went about the same way, too. Or ended about as well. So yeah, you just hop down into the hole, and then you climb up a ladder slide, and there's a wonderful person that you get to see over here who's golden and shiny and touches the butts. It's great.
Jump down the hole.
Down that hole, then back here is a ladder. You'd think that this would just lead, back up that ladder, but you can never trust that in this game, because of the way that it's procedurally generated. And while that can be sometimes good, it can also sometimes be bad. So look at this fancy chest bag here. Isn't it fancy?
I was just admiring your hula girl head.
Oh yeah. Do you like the fact that I have a piece of dirt for a helmet? It's the best. Here, let me take a look at it for the audience again.
You're moving around, it kind of looks like a hula girl skirt, but then it's a
Hello,
block of
ahoy,
dirt.
hello, ahoy, do 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 do. I love this game sometimes. So
It's a block of dirt with horns.
Alright, well that's probably it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll deliver the artifact next time, and then we'll see where we go from there, since this is getting a little longer. We're gonna kill the boss again for Sly, and then we'll pick back up for the next episode. So until then, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out twitch.tv/feedmepixelslive for some live streamed action. Especially because your pal Larry here is a part of a podcast every couple of weeks, where we talk about the latest, greatest news, and give our feedback, opinions, and in-depth analyses. And also, they got a bunch of other cool live streamer people there that you can totally check out and get to know, interact with the community, and meet some new friends. And then be sure to check out feedmepixels.com, where our dear friend Sly writes some pretty awesome articles with the rest of our writing team. It's great. So yeah, have a good one, everybody, and toodaloo.
Thanks for watching.